Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your friend Bats. My name is Jared. There's Carl. There's Boobs. There's Alfred. And here's my backdrop where Carl just took over. And so now I have this little itty bitty space to do my video. But we're going to make it work because Carl runs the place around here. God bless you. Okay, so these are Amazing Spider-Man Giant Size #1 from 2025, 2024. I don't know. It's a part of the same era. This came out during Joe Kelly, Pepe Larraz time. Maybe the first like 12 issues or so. Come on, bud. Not now. Come on, you just be comfy. And every time, dude. Every time. This came out, and at the time I just had my subscription. I wasn't chasing down going to the comic shop as often. Now I'm pretty much going every week, and I found this in the back issue bin, picked it up, and I asked the retailer, "Hey, can you get that annual for me?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't order any because no one bought the annuals from last year, so I didn't get any this year." And I was like, "Well, could you still order it?" And so he ordered it for me, so now I got both of them. They are both fantastic. I thought this was this first one, this giant size. It's kind of silly. So it has this Kevin Smith story, but it has this cool art. Dude, I'm doing something here. Really? We're Carl. You are a menace. You are a menace. Oh my goodness. All right. So it has this Kevin Smith story where he's fighting pretty much the Sinister Six, but it actually turns out it's Mysterio is just with his illusion, and Spider-Man says, "Why not the Sinister 69, eh? Hey, how about that?" He's over here. How about that? Kevin Smith, sex joke. Ha ha. Who would have thought? Didn't see that coming. Anyway, this was really cool. Just this splash page of all the villains and all the different characters, and I just thought it was great. So much that like shows how much I don't know about Spider-Man, because if this was a Batman splash page like this, I could probably name every villain, but here I could get like 3/4. So that's cool, like that there's still more Spider-Man things for me to learn and characters to meet, if you will. Anyway, so Spidey beats Mysterio pretty easily, but in the process he gets his butt of his pants ripped, and so he goes to Doctor Strange to try to fix his problem, and he tells him no, and so then he goes to Reed Richards, and he gets kind of like caught in the middle of a Fantastic Four story, and Reed Richards gives him some unstable molecule costumes, and so then he can fight super villains just fine. Now this 616 day was kind of whatever. I did enjoy the art, had a very like retro style, and it was cool to a degree. You know, it had this like Kirby Ramita vibe to it, and I dug it. Like overall it's cool. It reminded me of like old school Marvel, and that's always fun. But overall it's just kind of a whatever story. This one, the Rapid Advancements by Chip Zdarsky and Cafu. This story was fantastic. I loved this story. The art was cool, but I really like this new character, Rapid. He gets caught up in an explosion, and it gives him powers that slow down time around him, which is kind of neat. So he's not a speedster, but time around him slows down. So it makes it seem like he's going fast. And he had to save his dad, and so basically he uses his powers to slow down his dad's death, and so they can maybe save his dad. And that's really cool. It's really cool overall. And this one was just kind of you can just throw this one out. I didn't really care for this one. It didn't really matter, but then I guess it does matter. It's coming in 2026. So they're going to have that big Venom thing. And then the annual from the recent stuff is a new Rapid story by Saladin Ahmed, which I haven't read much by him. And reading this story between Chip Zdarsky and Saladin Ahmed, those two guys basically have sold me on Rapid, and I really hope to see a lot more of him in more Spider-Man books. Who did the art on this one? Yeah, this guy, Federico Viciniti. I was like, man, this guy is awesome. And he has like a very like Pepe Larraz, Jorge Jimenez style, and I feel like that's just like the vibe right now in comics. And he just like really just brought a lot of action, a lot of energy in this, and it's basically just him and Spider-Man on a team up. And this new character Rapid was like, hey, I think I'm I'm having some problems with my powers. Like every time I use my powers, I get really bad migraines, and every time I use them, it keeps getting worse and worse. And so like the worst things that could possibly happen, right? Like buildings catch fire and people need to be saving. So he uses his powers to help all these people. And we find out at the end of the story, it's not really him. So Rapid has like a wife, a kid. He's got like kind of a job. He's got a job that requires a lot of him. And then, he's got all these regular, real problems. No, I mean, they're not problems. He's just very, very busy. So having, splitting his time between his wife and his family and his job to also be a superhero is very time consuming. And so we find out at the end of the story is that because Rapid is just kind of burned out from just doing so much all the time, he's getting migraines. It's not his superpowers. He's just tired. And I was like, that's cool. I like that. And so then we get this Joe Kelly story, which ties into issue, like it takes place between like 20 and 21. And so, yeah, this one was just kind of whatever. And it's just kind of over. But that Rapid story was awesome. I loved this Rapid story. It was fantastic. Which, between Saladin Ahmed and this Federico Veronese, or however you say his name, I now want to, based on this issue, I want to buy Saladin Ahmed's Miles Morales run, and I'm currently collecting the Federico Cody Ziegler Miles Morales run. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of good talent right now in the Spider office. So those are my thoughts on these Spider-Man annuals. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.